Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 110 of Darwell20's Let's Play of ATM10. I found the source of my TPS lag, so if I run my Neo4j TPS command, look, we're not doing good. Look how not good we're doing. And then I'm going to remove this. And that's a big difference. Okay, so those of you who don't know, your TPS should always be under 50. 50 is like, when you hit 50, you're starting to have lag. So me being in like the 60s and 70s was bad. Me being down in like the 30s and 40s is better, but it's not great. Now you might be saying to yourself, Direwolf, I assume therefore, oh my, look, now we're down in 20s. Look at that. Look how much better we are. Oh my goodness, now we're into the teens of milliseconds per tick. So I assume what you're thinking is the problem is with either mystical agriculture or industrial foregoing. You are not correct. That is not it. You know what it is? It's actually the quantum crafters from that AE mod. So this dude, these guys are the problem. Right here. These guys are the problem. And I'll prove it too. So what I did, so if I like, actually, is that uranium? I had uranium here. And then I had this here. And now if we look at our TPS again, it's going to start climbing. Look, we're into the 30s and 40s and getting over 50 now. Getting to be bad. Bad times TPS. Right? So checking it again into like the 18s and the 19s. Boop. Removed. Oh, back into the teens again. It's the quantum crafters. I think the problem is the quantum crafters are designed to not be doing things this fast. Like that's a lot of things happening, right? Like look at all the crafting that this has to. It's multiple things, right? That amount of crafting, it's definitely not designed to do. So you know, simply removing these two things, which are the 8x multipliers, by the way, so they're producing like crazy amounts of stuff, significantly fixes my lag problem. Now it might be clearing out a backlog of essence, but it'll come down to the teens again pretty quickly. So solved my lag problem. Knowing how to use Spark is probably a good thing. So if you're playing, use the Spark command. I'm not going to do like a whole tutorial of it because like that would be another thing for me to do right now, because like it dumps the data to like an external website, and then like I'd have to set up a whole bunch of stuff to like show you guys that. But long story short, I'm just going to stop with like the crazy processing of essence and uranium, and then if it becomes a problem, we'll deal with it when the time comes. Is that fair? I mean, we have lots of sulfur and uranium. Now, that stuff isn't growing quite as fast. Like, it's still growing fast, but it's not, like, as crazy. So, I'm thinking that that's better. Also, what I would say is, if you really needed this to work, use something other than quantum crafting to make it happen. Like find some kind of, like, auto crafter that can run really fast and dump the items into it, rather than relying on AE auto crafting, because I'm just guessing those blocks aren't designed for such rapid, insane crafting, like rapidly super fast stuff. Okay, so FYI, that was the source of my lag. So anyway, last episode we made almost all the things we need, except for this Wither Skull thing. So like Heart of the Deep shouldn't be a problem. We have Warden predictions, right? No, but we could get them if we needed to. Right? We have the Warden Trophy. Do we not have... Let's stick you up there. Do we not have you doing Wardeny things? What are you doing? Phantoms. Oh my goodness. That's probably a lot. How many Phantom dudes do we have? 14,000? Think that's enough Phantom predictions? I always like pause the thing in here and then forget that it exists for many episodes, and then suddenly like we have thousands of a thing. So, fun times. But anyway, let's look at making Wither Skull. So Wither Skull Scroll. We do not have any of that. So what we need to do is we need the Arcane Anvil. Right? And then we need a bunch of legendary and different kinds of ink. So I don't know what all ink we're going to need here, so I'm just going to snag all the ink that I have from Iron Spells and Spells books. We've got common, uncommon, rare, and legendary. This will show. I don't know what I'm doing. And then it's really just kind of upgrading your way, right? So, it's this Scroll Forge thing. Ooh, okay. Now, can Scroll Forge, can I like straight up get the 9 out of the box kind of deal? I forget how Scroll Forge works. But yeah, to get the 9 would be ink, paper, and blood vial. So this might be easier than I thought. We'll find out. So blood vial, by heating up a Minecraft cauldron with a campfire below, or by using an alchemist cauldron, mobs placed inside can be cooked for blood. Oh, okay. Alchemist cauldron. Now, does this also need heating from below? Oh my goodness. Didn't mean to do that. As I'm sure you can imagine. Dire, please. Where's my, this guy? Crisis, relatively averted-ish? See? It's fine. Okay. Campfire, I assume chilling right there should be sufficient. And then we place a mob in it. So we got, I don't know if I want to do a creature catcher. What I probably want to do is a mob imprisonment tool. And I'll tell you why. Because the idea of tossing an item into here and having to get it picked up is not entertaining to me. But if I do that, like, it stays in my inventory. Well, that was cool. So you. See how much junk? I should also make sure that that thing's dropping far less junk. So like that made blood. Right? So iron's vial. Is it like a bottle that I click on there with? Yep. Cool. So then can I just do this with paper? Wither Skull. That's what I want, right? Wither Skull scroll. And that'll give me a level 9. And then I just upgrade it like this, and I get a level 10. And that was easy. I apparently had a cutting board somewhere. Today I learned. And then that means we've got a weather's compass. Nice. So that wasn't hard at all. That one was relatively easy. Mostly because I had a lot of the stuff that I needed already. And I guess holding this hurts me. So let's do that. Gives me withering and bleeding. I don't know what a weather's compass does, aside from hurts me and gives me withering and bleeding. But I did the thing. Totally did the thing. Right. So, quest complete. That is cool. Blocks go away. On to Pulsating Black Hole then. Looks like a thing. So, we've completed all of this. And now we're ready to do Pulsating Black Hole. The last of the things needed. So, let's look at it. So let's go through. Fire Orb upgrade from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. We're going to need the ME Quantum Ring, which we can make, so that's easy peasy. Look, we're already done with one of them. Hooray! 1 down, 8 to go. We need Micro Missiles from Pneumaticraft Repressurized. We need, hey, that's me, Paradox Machine. You gotta do time crystals if you want to complete this pack. You need a Pocket Storage Tier 4. You need a Stable Wormhole from Occultism. And You're going to need a crystal staff from Roots Classic. Wow, Roots is in this. I didn't even know Roots was in the pack. Maybe I did, but like I forgot. Explosive Mycelial Generator from Restoral Foregoing Generators, and a Lightning Bomb from Evilcraft. Okay, Lightning Grenade. That's cool. It looks actually pretty doable. So shall we? Let's go. So let's just work our way backwards, right? So lightning grenade from Evilcraft. We need a weather container, right? And then we need a lightning grenade, which is just going to be ender pearls around this guy or not? Maybe, I don't know. Does it have to be? It says weather container thunderstruck. Weather container thunderstruck is going to be that is a dark blue. When the rain begins to fall. Weather container. Weather container becomes this. How do you pick which one you get? Oh, it's the environmental accumulator, right? So we have to go find one of these, and when it's raining. Is there some kind of weather controller thingy? How can I make it rain? That's what I need. Weather crystal from Ender.io. What's that do? What's a weather crystal do? Ender.io weather crystal. It's used to make the weather obelisk, which sounds promising. Except it doesn't seem like there's a weather obelisk. There's only a weather crystal. Doesn't look like it's used to make much. Maybe it's a work in progress kind of deal. Because I'm not seeing anything that it's used for. Like it has a very expensive, like relatively expensive recipe, but like maybe it's still work. I don't know. Is there a way to make it rain in this pack? I really need to add that to Just Dire things. Weather control and time control are two things I very much want. So my assumption is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I grab this weather dude, do I click it on there or do I drop it in there, right? And then it charges, it accumulates, and then it becomes charged with the type of weather that we have, right? Oh, that's cool. So that made it rain, actually. Oh, and now the weather accumulator needs to recharge itself. I wonder if it is tick-based. Ow. Ow. What is her... What even is happening to me right now? I don't even know what that noise was. Okay. So then you... Thunderstruck. I don't have glowstone? Oh, I do. It's just I didn't have that open. Thunderstruck. Cool. And then that becomes 8 lightning grenades, which we can use to make a lightning bomb. And then boom, that's one down. Easy peasy. Okay. Sweet. Boop. This dude. You need more TNTs. And then that. And then that. Cool. 2 down. Nice. Crystal Staff. Advanced spellcasting staff and the most powerful of magic. See Runic Tablet for crafting instructions. So Runic Tablet. Looks like we're going to be checking out Roots today. Oh, forgot about this cool thing. Forgot about it. So simple materials, Roots. Cool. Spellcraft. Hey, there we go. Neat. Imbuing a staff. Magic staves. Imbuer. Modifiers. Terra. Spell compatible. Yeah, there's like all spells and stuff in Roots. That's neat. Spell component time stop? Ooh. Hey, there we go. Crystal staff. For too long, you have been bound by the limited number of uses of your typical staff. Using rare crystals from deep within the earth, you believe you have created a way to store spells indefinitely. The crystal staff. Not only can the staff keep spells indefinitely, it can also store up to 4 at a time. So we need a ritual crystal forge. Oh boy, that's going to be a thing, right? So we need the ritual, right? Huh. Okay. And then you... Do these look different? So that we need an altar, right? So from roots, we're going to need a casting altar, which it looks like we can make. And then we're going to need mundane, attuned, and like a bunch of other kinds of standing stones. I don't know which one we need per se for this. And then energized stones. Got it. Okay, so vacuum nearby stuff, crafting, ritual defined in runic tablet. Okay. Interesting. Mundane standing stones, attuned standing stones. So if I look at this, there's a JEI plugin for it. It doesn't tell me which of those stones goes where, though, does it? Not particularly. And I also probably have to spend a minute understanding how rituals work. A new structure that allows you to cast more powerful magic than ever before. Different rituals may be performed at the altar, each one requiring different components and conditions to operate. Most rituals, if not all, require incense to function. Incense braziers will only be counted if they are within 9 by 9 area, a great area, around the altar, and on the same level. Items may be placed within the brazier and ignited with flint and steel. An incense brazier can be extinguished by sneak right-clicking with an empty hand. Typical ritual is cast as follows. First, necessary items are placed on the altar, and necessary incense items are ignited. Make sure you don't have any extra ingredients in the altar or extra incenses in the air, or the ritual will fail. Then sneak right-click the altar with an empty hand to begin the ritual. Okay, so my only question is, you seem to have like different kind of stones here. So is like the mundane standing stone. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 4 of the better ones attuned. And I'm going to assume that's what I need. So let's go find a spot, and we'll be back in a second when I decide where I'm going to do this at. All right, we're back. So I picked a place, and in between episodes there, I grew a couple things just so I could, get the bark that I need. So we need birch bark and acacia bark. So I grew the trees. Hooray! Sweet. And that should be all she wrote. So now I think I understand how this works. I think what I need to do is place you, and you in there. And then these guys need to go in the incense. Because if we look at the recipe for the staff, the little flame symbol is next to these dudes. And then the crystal staff here. So I don't know if they all go into like one. Yeah, definitely not. So I think they go into 4. And then we want a flint and steel to light them all. And then shift click with an empty hand. That's cool looking. I like that. That's pretty spiffy. Looks neat, right? Oh, it worked. We did it. That's automatable, I would imagine. I would imagine that's automatable if I needed to. Yeah, we should easily be able to automate that. That is so cool. All right, that wasn't bad. Man, I feel like we're knocking this out. Bing, bang, boom. Right? What else we got in here? We got a paradox machine, which should be easy. And then a time fluid bucket. And that's cool. Bing, bang, boom. Easy peasy. Storage unit. I'm going to put this one in my backpack so I don't accidentally upconvert it so that I have, like, you know, a fresh one. So you're going to do this. And I think I need a bunch of pistons for this. I'll just make a bunch. Okay, so doot. Doot. Tier 4. Cool. Again, we're just knocking these things out. Easy peasy. What's micro missiles look like? Micro missiles looks like something that I can make almost instantly with no effort. Micro missiles are complete. Well then, that was quick. All right. Last two. Fire upgrade orb from Iron Spells and Spellbooks, and the stable wormhole. So fire upgrade orb is going to need empty upgrade orbs, which I remember making at one point for something else. Those were made with arcane ingots and mithril ingots. Mithril, we have a few raw mithril that we can smelt our way into, you know, mithril scrap, which then I don't actually know. We can turn into mithril ingots. Okay, so yeah. So I'm assuming there's mithril ore, and I guess my question is, would a miner be able to find some? So I'm going to turn these two off, and we're going to do a C ores mithril. So let's do it as an item stack. Nope. Let's do it as an item stack with this one. Nope. Is there something on the tooltip about them being somewhere else? See nothing. Probably not going to be anything worthwhile, but we can try. Yeah, it's just going to be some arcane crystal because that's there. Maybe some Stella Arcanum. Not seeing much by way of mithril, but to be fair, my minimum Y level is not correct. And the reason for that is because this was mining in the nether previously. So that probably is why. Possibly is why. Guess we'll find out in 10 seconds or so. This thing is fully upgraded, right? Yep. Yep. So not seeing anything by way of mithril. It was a little bit of a bummer. I don't know exactly what that. Did I have Stella on the export? The Stellarite exporting? I don't know. I guess that's the same. Do you have a tag? I'm just going to check. Sea ores / mithril. So there is an item. Well, maybe not sea ores mithril. So I could do irons _ spellbooks mithril _ ore. Yes. Colon mithril _ ore. Meh. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much now because we do have what we need for now. I guess if I decide I'm going to make a second one, then we'll come back to it. But what we do need is fire runes. So that's going to be a thing. Fire runes is blank rune stones, which is... Is there a better way to make blank rune stones? Bees can do it. Is that it? I have to take existing runes? Meh, I might want to do that then. Just so we have it, in case we want to go. Now, what's Arcane Essence get me? Arcane Essence. Okay, fair enough. And yes, how do we get that B? Don't see a recipe for it. Arcane B. We take a Diamond B spawn egg and surround it with Arcane Essence. And a Diamond B spawn egg, we need to get a Diamond B, right? And get the Diamond attribute going. So a Diamond Bee would be breeding Ender and Lapis Bees. Do I want to do all that right now? We have a few rune stones, don't we? What else do I need to get? This Shriving Stone thing. Oh, that's easy enough. Let's get just the one. And then if we decide that we're going to, you know, do more, we can, right? So that gets me the fiery dude. And I want it in my inventory for a sec for quest completions. Just so we can get it going, right? And then we'll see if we need to automate making more of these. Now, the stable wormhole is going to be a wormhole frame, which is going to be an other stone. So that looks easy. That looks easy. Well, actually, I'm going to want that in my inventory. The stable wormhole is an ender pearl, this book, and 2 quartz. Right? And then this book, which should be easy enough. Cool. Looks good to me. And then off to our occultism area to figure out which circle that goes in. Because I can never remember which circle is which. Ezekiel's Spectral Compulsion. Spectral Compulsion. And we want the occultism book for that. Which one's the occultism book? Or actually, it's this one, isn't it? Dictionary of Spirits. Spectral Compulsion is the one with purple 3 on the sides. Which is this one, I want to say. Yep, looks right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no sacrifice, so that's cool. And that is a pulsating black hole. Huzzah! Well, that was actually not terrible. That was actually really easy. Compared to some of the other things that we had to do, those last 2 or 3 were not terrible at all. And look at that. We've now got everything we need to do the thing. So if we check our quests, we can hand everything in. And yeah, wasting experience. I want to hear it. I know. I know. Oh, look, more fire runes. And this, and this, and this. And cool. And that. And you can go away. And that looks good. And you can go away too. All right. So now, looking at the ATM Star quest, we can see that we have almost everything ready. The only thing we have left to do is to make you guys and you guys. We have a Runic Star altar block, right? We did that already? That's cool. Which also needs you guys. So it needs to be awakened? Is that what it is? So 2 unobtainium vibranium alloy block. Awakened alloy block. So is it awakened or no? Because this looks different than this. How do we get this? Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. That's what we want. So I don't know if we need the awakened one or not, but I guess we'll find out. But that is going to need some things, right? Okay. And then that's it for what's not completed. Oh, you're not completed. Why aren't you completed, Nexium emitter? What were you missing? A large advanced motor. And now Nexium emitter is cool. Cool. Okay. So now you're good, and the last two pieces are this. And then we'll be able to work towards making this. Which looks cool to me, right? Runic Star Altar. That's this guy, right? Is this the Runic Star Altar? Runic Star Altar, yes. Okay. Quick note, Runic Star Altar. Yes. We're going to have to map out how many slots we need because I'm going to assume that my item input may not be big enough. Where are you at? Ludicrous item input. Yeah, okay, you probably are big enough. Okay, so we're good there. Nice. All right, not too shabby. All right, so what do you say we do this? Wrap up the episode here. Come back next time. We're going to automate this and this. And then we'll be ready to make the star. And then once we have the star, we might dive into the creative quest line. Because there's like a bunch of creative items that we need to get to. So I don't think we're quite done with this pack yet, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. For now, it's wrapping up point. Devil 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. For now, take it easy.